Welcome, Unova United fans, to my team builder for week 9 of the NSCPL. We are hoping to recover from getting absolutely annihilated last week by Direxo. We are playing Wertix this week. So we are 5th in the table with a 5-3 record. This is a big one basically because Wertix is 4-4, so if Wertix beats me here, we'll have the same record, and Wertix will have the head-to-head against me as well, which means if we end up on the same record, he will go ahead of me in the pool. So yeah, very good chance to get a couple of wins ahead of Wertix here, but he could also catch me and be on the same record if he wins. So yeah, big mid-table clash. If we win this one, I think we've got a very good chance of playoffs. I'll just need to win one more game after that of the 2 I have left to be guaranteed playoffs. So yeah, I need to take the dub here. I was worried. So Direxo, who smashed me last week, he could also end up with a better record than me, but thankfully I didn't know that if you come in after week 6 of the season, which he has done to replace someone else, you can't make the playoffs. So that was nice to find out because I was very worried he could end up pipping me to the 5th spot there. So that's good to know. So yeah, we've got to take the dub. Right, the matchup this week. You know the drill, Unova United, all Gen 5, 5 regenerators in there if I need it, with a sand option and some good defensive, cheaper pieces as well. Wertix has a pretty scary team, so Open Hearthflame just kills my team, to be honest. So it hits everything super effectively with its coverage, so the only things that resist fire and grass are Hydreigon and Chandelure. Hydreigon gets destroyed by Play Rough if he brings it, and Chandelure gets destroyed by Knockoff or like Rock Tomb if he wants to bring that. So yeah, I just have to be careful with Hearthflame. Fortunately, it can't be Swords Dance, Trailblaze to boost speed, and all of the coverage options it needs. So luckily it has to make a decision between coverage or setting up to sweep me, so that is good at least. Hooper Unbound is very scary, it has amazing coverage, very strong, like 170 special attack, 160 attack I think. Again, yeah, can break through my defensive core. Zapdos and Skarmory, good utility birds. Sinistra can be a win con if you let it get out of hand. Araquanid for webs and yeah, doing Araquanid things, clicking, water bubble liquidation. Donphan for spinning and a decent ground type. Another strong electric type and Mega Manectric. Dragalge and Alcremie for a dragon and fairy type. And rounding it off, Wertix's signature Pokemon Slacking, the king himself. So that could also come, which could also be scary because Slacking is very strong, although it is lazy. The team this week. Let's do it. So WinCon this week is Dial's Flame Chandelure, Choice Scarf, Infiltrator, Shadow Ball. Oh, I have not put his team next up to me. Excuse me. There we go. So if you look at his team, you have one Ghost immunity, which is the Slacking, and that is it. Everything else takes at least neutral damage from Ghost, and in terms of fire, the only thing that takes resisted damage is Water Bubble or Araquanid. So yeah, Chandelure stabs go crazy here. It unfortunately does speed tie with Hooper, and Hooper is quite commonly choice scarfed, so that is a bit of a shame, but hopefully I won't be in a situation where I have to risk that speed tie to win the game. But yeah, Chandelure hopefully can outspeed everything and win once I've got things whittled down. Hex as well, so Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Hex and Overheat, so Shadow Ball and Flamethrower just for standard strong stabs, Hex because I've got quite a lot of status on this team which you'll see, and Overheat in case I want a big fire hit if I'm like against something in the end game and I need a bit more power. Infiltrator because I cannot absorb any fire moves from Ogerpon Hearthflame with Flash Fire because it has Mold Breaker. I did consider Ability Shield, which could have been fun, but I probably would have just got knocked off by Ogerpon and the whole thing would have been useless anyway. So yeah, and I went for Infiltrator because just in case he wants to set up any subs and I'm attacking with this one, I thought that was a better ability than Flame Body, as I don't really want Chandler to be coming in on any physical hits really, or any hits at all. Next we have Stormblessed, the Kaladin. Stormblessed the Tornadus, who is named after Kaladin, Stormblessed from the Stormlight Archives. Just finished book 5 and I'm still pretty shaken from it, to be honest. But yeah, Brandon Sanderson books are pretty awesome and I'm working my way through the rest of the Cosmere now, if anyone cares about that. Heavy Duty Boots, Regenerator of course, pretty standard Torn set, Bleak Windstorm, Knockoff, Defog and U-Turn. Enough speed to outspeed Ogerpon Hearthflame, max HP and the rest in defense. So this is my check to Ogerpon Hearthflame. I can live an Ivy Cudgel crit, which is good. Bleak Windstorm doesn't kill. It does kill after rocks, but he won't know that initially when I'm checking it for the first time, and he hopefully will be threatened out anyway, which means I can U-turn or knock, something like that. Then of course we have Roxanne back again. Lefties, Sandstream, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Smackdown and Heavy Slam. Pretty funky EV spread. We've got max HP, enough special defense to not get 2-hit KO'd by, I think, a Scarf, Hooper Unbound, Focus Blast when I'm in the sand. Enough defense to live an Ogerpon Power Whip from full health, and then just the rest in attack for more power. Smackdown and Earthquake is nice here because both of his flying types are weak to ground moves, which is good. And although Earthquake won't 2-hit KO a defensive Skarmory, it'll do like 35-40, which I think is a good chunk. It's enough to make sure it's wanting to like roost and having to play a bit more defensively rather than just doing what it wants, setting up hazards and all that jazz. And Heavy Slam is there for Alcremie because if he rings like a Calm Mind Alcremie, that could actually be pretty scary against my team. So I wanted something that could take special hits and kill Alcremie. So this does like 70% to max HP, max defense Alcremie, so that is good. Next we have Ed and Eddie back again. Lefties, Toxic U-Turn, Dark Pulse and Roost. The EVs are enough speed to outspeed Hooper Unbound if it's not scarfed, max HP, and then I don't think I could quite make it. I wanted to basically live a Scarf, not get 2-hit KO'd by a Scarf Hooper Unbound like Ice Punch or Drain Punch, and not get O-Code by a Specs Focus Blast maybe from Hooper Unbound, maybe a Scarf one. I can't remember, but I think I could. I think with these EVs I can take the physical hit, but not. It's not guaranteed that I won't get O-Code by the special hit. So yeah, Hydreigon is basically there to hope to be a Hooper Unbound check. It's also pretty good against his electric types and naturally Wall's Sinistra as well, which is good. Toxic to hopefully catch like a Zapdos or an Alcremie. Dark Pulse hits everything else, and U-Turn's there to kill Hooper Unbound because it is super duper weak to U-Turn. Making the debut this week, we've got Flat Stunley, the Stunfisk. This is very UK reference, but there's like a children's book I had that was called Flat Stanley about a kid who I think he just wakes up one day and he like sleeps against the wall and he's completely flat, but in a whimsical, family-friendly way, not in a horrifying way that actually would be if you woke up completely flat. But yeah, I thought Flat Stunfisk was a good nickname. Got Rindoberry, Static, Toxic Earth Power, Discharge, and Sludge Bomb. The EVs are enough defense to not get 2-hit KO'd by Scarf, Hooper Unbound, Hyperspace Fury. Enough special defense to not get 2-hit KO'd by, I think it's like Scarf Energy Ball from Hooper Unbound. And then the rest in special attack for as much power as possible. Earth Power Discharge hits everything really, and Sludge Bomb is super effective against Ogerpon, which is good. Rindoberry allows me to hit, to live any grass hit from Ogerpon, which is good, and it means I can Toxic it back or Sludge Bomb it back. Yeah, I thought Stunfisk has been okay in my scrims. Mayo, she prepped with me. She's just very, very good, and she was good at doing like aggressive doubles to capitalize on Stunfisk coming in on the electric types. But from the other scrims I had, I thought Stunfisk fits in well into this team. It's just great for walling Manectric and Zapdos, so I wanted it to come, and also getting a static on like an Ogerpon, Power Whip or Horn Leech or anything would be really, really good to get that paralyzed. So even if all Stunfisk does is take a hit from Ogerpon, die, and paralyze it with static, then I feel like it's done its job there. Yeah, I have Stealth Rock. Sorry, yeah. I didn't have Stealth Rock on Gigalith in another version, I was just double checking. Then finally, to hopefully hold it all together, I got Doctor Who, the Ordino. So regenerated before it Mega Evolves, of course. Wish Protect, Hyper Voice, Heal Bell, nearly max special attack with a little bit in defense. So I found in the scrims as well, as much as susceptible as Wertix's team is to Toxic Spam, which is what I'm trying to do here, along with the Scarf Hexing Chandelure to hopefully win it all. My team is also very susceptible to Toxic. So yeah, Valk, who I scrimmed with, he suggested putting a Heal Bell user in. And my only Heal Bell user is Ordino, so Ordino is coming this week. It's also really bulky. It can, with this defensive spread, it can live like a +2 Ivy Cudgel, and it's got a very good chance to live a +2 Power Whip from full as well. The special attack is there so that I will 2-hit KO an Ogerpon Half Flame after Rock's Chip, which is good, and again hits through any subs if he wants to set those up. Obviously I get walled by Skarmory and Sinistra, but I think I have good enough answers to those in Flat Stunleaf for Skarmory, Chandelure as well. Torn does alright against Skarmory too. Hydreigon can Dark Pulse it, and then Hydreigon's also just a very good natural answer to Sinistra as well, even with no investment in special attack. I think Sinistra needs to get to ×3, so +4 special defense for me to not break a sub. So yeah, I'm fairly confident Hydreigon can deal with Sinistra. I'm not sure what he's going to bring. I think if I was him and from the scrims, I think the front 4 should come, but then obviously Hooper's great offensively, but I do also have 3 faster U-turners, which just U-turn destroys Hooper. So I could see it not being brought, to be fair. And yeah, I think in my scrims I've played everything except the Dragalge, but the Dragalge actually has high usage for him, so it wouldn't surprise me if Dragalge comes. So yeah, to sum up, I don't know, anything could come. I think Ogerpon, Zapdos, Skarmory definitely, and the other 3, are up for debate. So yeah, battle is soon, and hopefully we can get the dub and be in a very good spot for playoffs. See you later.